Your Majesty, with how thoroughly blown out of proportion this matter is. I leave the decision to you. Perhaps giving up on the Luo clan is. I must protect the Luo clan and the boy. I have always exercised tolerance in my ruling. But this has gone far enough. They will push me down a cliff if I let this happen. Here's my decree. Inform Marshal Dugu to move swiftly. There's not a moment to lose. What? The second of the 4 pillars, War God Dugu Zhantian. Your Majesty, you can't. Marshal Dugu defends the borders. The Chuanrong wouldn't dare to step a foot beyond the Thunder Pond with him there. The border will descend into chaos if he leaves. You're exaggerating. For 30 years, the border has been peaceful, so I think there will not be a big problem. I will show my cousin who this land belongs to. He has crossed my final line. Send the order. Yes, Imperial Father. Emperor. King. Gate. The Imperial Capital, Prime Minister's residence. The monkey had stirred enough ruckus in the heavenly temple and finally made him nervous. I can't believe even that old man is returning. The time for the war between the 7 houses and him is soon upon us. Since this is the case, let me spice things up. Prime Minister Zhuge Chengfeng. Elders Yin and Yang. Prime Minister. Do you know where Thunderswarm Mountain is? It is a place for one of the Empire's 3 guardian sects, the Demon Scheming Sect. There is a large barrier there. It detains the 4 greatest criminals, now suffering the strikes of 10,000 lightning bolts every day. It's been over 60 years. Very good. I want you to go there and get them out. What? You can't do it. Prime Minister Zhuge, why would you want to? This is the matter of the demon scheming sect that we shouldn't meddle in. Not only were the 4 savage disciples on the path of demonic cultivation, but held key positions within the sect. They can't be used. Those 4 old fellows have been stuck there for 60 years. The demon scheming sect couldn't care less anymore. As long as we keep our mouths shut about this, no one will know. Also, I never planned on recruiting the 4. In short, can you do it or not? Of course. Okay, then you go. The already restless Tianyu will soon reach a boiling point. Ha ha ha. At the same time. What? You mean to say that that kid fought Hell Valley's 5th elder and the 5th elder lost an arm? The golden scissors of the sea, 3rd elder Long San. 3rd brother, don't worry, didn't I just say? The kid had taken the bursting pill first. If you had taken it. But you also said that the 5th elder ate it too. Yeah, you're right, but that kid ate 5. If you took 5, then the old man will blow himself up. Moreover, he is only in the bone tempering stage. Sigh, the young always surpass the old. I must be getting too old. If you know what's best for you, don't go comparing yourself with that little monster. 3rd elder, why are you still hanging on to some meager honor? Did you not hear what's at stake here? Regent Estate's Wangpu Qingyun was killed. True, Regent Estate's imperial tyrant body art is a mystical body art. Yet, that kid blew away Huangpu Qingyun's lower body to smithereens. Just how strong of a body must he have to pull it off? I know that even I fall short. Brother is hopeless. Pavilion Lord. This matter concerns Regent Estate and it's best we do not get ourselves involved. If Regent Estate drags us into this because of the kid. But did you not hear Long Jiu? Regent Estate is targeting every other house. Even if the matter with Zhuofan never happened, sooner or later they would come knocking on our door. If we cut ties with Zhuofan, we'll only be avoiding the truth. We may soon find ourselves following in Drifting Flowers Edifice's footsteps. From what you say, you want us to work together with Zhuofan to fend off Regent Estate. This is giving them an excuse to wipe us off the earth. That will happen even without an excuse. Can we not see how much ambition the Regent Estate has? I'd rather fight now than see that happen. Enough. It is I who agreed to become allies with Zhuofan, and this shall not change even now. The kid's display had opened my eyes. He will be a great help to Qinglong Pavilion in the future. I will say this again, as long as Zhuofan lives, our alliance with the Luo clan is still in effect. But Pavilion Lord, Regent Estate. Enough. This is my decision. The open road is a secret way to cross the border. Our alliance with Zhuofan has always been followed through in the dark. The Regent Estate has no clue this is happening. They have nothing to use against us. Pavilion Lord is brilliant. Humph, what brilliant? It's called tactics. I hate this kind of person the most. But for the sake of my house, I have to do it. After all, this is the best choice. Pavilion Lord, Regent Estate sent a letter. This is. Regent Estate will hold an assembly half a month from now. The 7 houses are convening and plan to remove the demon scourge. Remove the demon scourge. Could it be that? Regent Estate is playing a ferocious move this time. The last time they did this was just 300 years ago. Yeah, but that little monster 300 years ago had the 7 houses going crazy. While this time, Regent Estate is playing this move just for its own benefit. Without even asking the opinion of the 6 houses. It is basically acting as though it is the head of the 7 houses. Qinglong Pavilion cannot lose again in the next esoteric debate. Ah, achoo. Blast it, cursing who's me this time. Why is it that I feel a chill on my back? Ha ha ha, Steward Zhua kicked a storm in Drifting Flowers City, with casualties in the thousands. Their grief must be focused on you. Elder Yen, Drifting Flowers Edifice's grief is far stronger on you. Don't you feel the chill from the tens of thousands of female disciples putting all their sorrow and pain on you? I'm used to it. They're not good people anyway. What's wrong? They move fast. An ambush is laid for us not half a mile from here. In a forest half a mile out, 2 people are hiding to the west. From their energy, they must be from Hell Valley. To the east, there are also 2 quick on their feet. Probably Merry Woods. And finally the 2 in the north with heavy air about them, which I am too familiar with. Cultivators of Imperial Tyrant body art are experts from Regent Estate, and all 6 of them are in the 5th layer of Profound Heaven stage. Steward Zhua is amazing to use Radiant Stage's ability. Now we can just avoid them and let them wait forever, go drink the northwest wind, ha ha ha. Why should we avoid them? Since they are here, we might as well duke it out. Steward Zhua, you can't. They are clearly prepared this time. In Drifting Flowers City, you fought the 4 of us, as much as it pains to admit. We underestimated you. Not to mention, we were all from different houses, with gaps in our cooperation. Now that the houses sent pairs, they have more information, and they can cooperate well. Even if you take that pill again, it will only make them drag it out then end you at your weakest. I didn't think this old man would be so caring so quickly. I was alone then, but don't I have you now? The common folk fear me for my rainbow cloud palm. But with how many there are here, only one has to bear the brunt of my poison. And I will be a goner. Later, he just has to go get the antidote from Pill King Hall. This point. I'm sure you are clear on this from the moment you fought my disciple. What if you can poison them all? When they fight, will their strength be greatly reduced? How is that possible? They're not stupid to sit still and take on my palm. And they're all profound heaven experts, they can at least discern any movements in a 1,000-meter radius. The moment we approach, they'll spot us and we'll have no chance of retaliation. And if they can't spot us? This is an energy-concealing pill, a first-grade pill. For a full day, your energy won't be released. Unless someone sees you. Or a radiant stage expert actively searches for you. His aura has disappeared. No one will notice. Since when did such a marvelous pill exist in this world? How come I never heard of it? And a first grade as well. It is an ancient pill recipe. How could you know of it? But it doesn't matter, I will tell you about it later. Anyway, I recruited you to help me to make pills. About the energy-concealing pill, it will be of great importance later. For now, stick close. We will talk again after we deal with these pesky flies. Following this kid is the best choice I ever made. Not a bad deal at all. Is it the wind again? Third brother, will that kid really pass through here? We've been at this for days and there's still no sign of him. Did he pass us already or take another route? Mr. Lang is famed for his insight. He doesn't make mistakes. He said that we will meet the killer of sixth brother here, today. It will soon be over, just be patient. Sigh, but all this waiting is so boring. I was afraid you two would spot me. So I used elusive shadow art, but you guys always had your eyes closed. The Great Transformation of the Demon. You can't be serious even when laying an ambush. Sigh, Mary Woods is doomed to perish. Next is the West. Hell Valley. Old enemies do meet often it seems. Third elder, the kid is late and it's making me nervous. Fourth elder, the kid not only killed seventh elder but even crippled fifth elder. He is vicious to the core and hard to handle. We must not underestimate him for being in the bone tempering stage. He will be here soon and we must work together and avoid ending like seventh elder and fifth elder. Don't worry, I'll consider this kid a veteran profound heaven expert. These two old men are so cautious. How can I sneak up on them? I have to deal with two profound heaven realm in one breath, their rank is even higher than fifth elders. This will be quite troublesome. Rainbow Cloud Palm. Why is Pill King Hall here? I thought they weren't included in this plan. He. Didn't the kid kill their best alchemist? I heard that he stole his corpse later on. This is one shame they can't take lying down. I suspect they came here willingly. Anyway, the more we are, the better the odds. Why are they using Rainbow Cloud Palm? Could it be that they found the kid? We better hurry and help. Aren't they Regent Estate's elders? Why are they poisoned? Was it an accident? Fourth elder. You are the one. Demon Archangel fan. He is in the 8th layer of the profound heaven stage. Even if you take medicine, you may not be able to win in a fight with him. Is he your brother? You fit quite well together. What's it to you? You killed 7th elder, 4th elder, and crippled 5th elder. I will make sure you never leave this place alive. What are you doing? If it's someone else, as my enemy, I will not only kill him but ruin his corpse as well, making him die in regret. However, seeing you brothers so close, I will let him go. After all, I also have a brother earned from life and death struggles, only to die at the hands of Yugiki. If not for this, I wouldn't have had any quarrel with Hell Valley. So that's it. This kid actually avenged his brother. Even so, you think I'll let you go? Will you have the guts to fight against the 7 houses? For my brother's revenge, I have incurred upon me today's disaster, but I do not regret it. But seeing you meet the same fate as I did, I won't ruin his body. I'll return it to you, and I'll fight you to the end. You avenge your brother, I avenge my brother. How can you be so bold? Good. Today, we will have a man-to-man fight and see who's the real. This is my demonic creature. I hid it in the body and threw it over all so I could catch you off guard. That is why I also cooked up that little story about my dead brother. I killed Yugiki. Just because I don't like him. Fare thee well, loyal and cherishing Hell Valley's 3rd elder. I hope you won't be so gullible to a stranger's words in your next life. Especially your enemies. Ha 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 ha. It was an accident. I made a mistake. I thought Demon Fan was hiding here. Bullshit. Who in this world doesn't know we are from Regent Estate, especially with these clothes? Don't try to play the fool. You did this on purpose. Stay right there. We'll tear your skin and break your bones. Then we will go together to your Pill King Hall to settle this. Where has the great and mighty vicious Pill King from Drifting Flowers edifice gone to? Why is he such a scaredy cat before 2 of Regent Estate's elders? Is Regent Estate too strong, or is vicious Pill King just too damn weak? Steward Jua, you finally came. Come and save me. Bone tempering stage cultivation, lightning wings. You're that demon Archon Jua fan who made a mess of Drifting Flowers City. The one and only. And you too must be from Regent Estate, right? Pill King Hall had turned to rely on Demon Archon Fan. No wonder he attacked us on the sly. You still dare say it was an accident. Why do you think Regent Estate's Imperial Tyrant body art makes us the best among the 7 houses? It's that not even your rainbow cloud palm can kill us. We will crush you both and fulfill our mission. You're clearly weaker now and still prance around saying you can take us on. Even weakened, we are more than enough to wring the life out of you. I don't believe that. Why don't you try killing him first? Ah. Did you see that? Now, can you still boast about taking us on? Forget it. I don't know who that old man is, what matters is I get Juafan's head and complete my mission. I don't need to worry myself with that old man's eerie skill. Ha ha ha. Kid, you're good to have found such a patron. Then, I will spare your life today. What is that? Got it. That's the oldest trick in the book. Are you still using it? Now, I finally know what that old saying means. All brawn and no brain. Just now. What was it? It's very simple. Since you fled around like a mouse, they held you in contempt. So when I threw you over, I put my demonic creature in you and took the opportunity to attack one of them. When a powerful profound heaven expert died without rhyme or reason, it got his partner scared out of his mind. I used this chance to recall the demonic creature. This time, he held you in too high regard, thinking you hid yourself to pull a fast one on them. And by comparison, he thought I was the easy target this time and charged for me. And to make matters run smoothly, he had his attention split between me and you, leaving room for my leaving demonic creature to catch him off guard. In the end, they all died. First was arrogance, second overconfidence, third conceitedness. But, Steward Jua, aren't they all the same? Ha ha ha. Yes. This is the disease that plagues every expert. Facing them head first will make me lose without a doubt. Too bad, they were too full of themselves. To others, this will hardly matter. But when it comes to me, as long as there is a fraction of a second of carelessness, I will give them a death full of regrets. So that's it. Jua Fan's moves were all done with the sole purpose of baiting the Regent Estate elders. Without even realizing it, the two bit the dust in but a blink. Rather than say this was a well-thought-out and ingenious trap preset by Jua Fan. It was in fact more along the lines of him reading them like a book and pushing the right buttons to make them fall into a trap themselves. Such cunningness is unheard of. No wonder even you geeky fell. Steward Jua is of endless wisdom and courage with foolproof plans. But being just a steward is a waste for you. Humph, you don't need to go ass-kissing. I am clear where my talent lies. Nothing is beneath me, be it a higher rank or the entire world. The demon. Luo clan. I understand. A youth of remarkable talent like Jua Fan is willing to be a steward. And what is a steward? The clan head's right-hand man. Able to do everything and loyal to a fault. To be able to raise such a young and outstanding Jua Fan yet as cunning and vile like a demon archon, what monster is this clan head? Seeing Jua Fan's look, so loyal to the Luo clan, this clan head is really an astonishing and admirable person. Tianyu actually has such a titanic clan, such a person of overbearing might. I have never heard of it, and now I'm going to see it. It's really exciting. What is he doing? All right, let's go. Steward Jua, are those other two places handled? Cut the crap. If I hadn't finished those other 4 blokes, do you think I had time to waste saving your sorry ass? He he he. Steward Jua is of genuine talent. For profound heaven experts from Merry Woods and Hell Valley dealt with in a blink. All while I couldn't even handle 2 Regent Estate elders. I am ashamed. Elder Yen. Just now I heard the 2 elders of Merry Woods saying that this ambush was arranged by Mr. Lang. That Mr. Lang. Do you know him? Lang Wuchang. No wonder. I thought with so many roads leading to Windgate City, how is it they managed to pick the exact same one we were taking? So it was all Lang Wuchang's doing. You know him. To be frank, Steward Jua and Lang Wuchang are much alike. He is a steward like you, but that of the Regent Estate. With how Regent Estate is the strongest of the 7 houses, the steward, the aide of the clan head, has to be a man of renown. There are 3 people widely known for their wisdom in Tianyu Empire. Prime Minister Zhuge, one which you already know. No one in the world knows what he is thinking, but regardless of what decisions he makes, they are also irrefutably correct. No one can deny this fact. In recent centuries, the empire had been in turmoil because of invaders beyond the borders. It was only when he took the prime minister's seat that it stabilized again. As the head of the four pillars, the emperor hates him to the bone, but he can't do without him either. The seven houses as well fear him. The second sage is Regent Estate's steward, unwanted contriver Lang Wuchang. As a distant relative of the imperial family, the Regent Estate is taught in the same way an emperor is. Their steward was also appointed by the prime minister. Lang Wuchang may be a steward in name, but his position carries a whole lot more weight. He is equivalent to Zhuge Chongfeng's position in the empire. Regarding talent, rumor has it he is not one bit inferior to Zhuge Changfeng either, although no one had seen them wage a battle of the minds. Lang Wuchang is admired by all for his foolproof plans and insight. What about the third? He. Steward Zhua, isn't it obvious? It is you who killed the third. You geeky. Ha. That's right. The third sage was Insidious Demon, famed for his dastardly and cunning ploys. But ever since he stumbled upon Steward Zhua, a man of wildly greater intellect, his head fell like a rock. From that point on, Steward Zhua became the third sage of Tianyu. Don't flatter me, I killed him using power alone. I didn't waste my brain power on him. That would have been tiresome. I guessed as much. Yugiki may not be up to the level of the other two, but it is nonetheless hard to catch him off guard. So, he must have died from the power gap. Ha, more than that. Zhuge Changfeng is a marvelous strategist. Lang Wuchang's every scheme plays as it should. Yugiki's devious traps are unsolvable. Compared to the first two, Yugiki was passable in schemes, but fell dreadfully short in power. The first two had intricate plans put in place. When it comes to Zhuge Changfeng and Lang Wuchang, you'll have no choice but to jump even if they tell you a trap is before you. Who is better, who is inferior, who is stronger, who is weaker? Steward Zhua, do you know the difference between them? Now that Lang Wuchang is involved, we must tread carefully and lightly. Since the other side is far more shrewd than Yugiki, then I would not contest him in cunning, but in strength. No matter how ingenious and convoluted his plans are, power reigns supreme. This is the true plot, in which power is the true way. So now the first priority is to focus on finding experts to back the Luo clan. Let's go. What's wrong, Steward Zhua? I can feel a powerful force approaching. It's a radiant stage expert. Was I discovered? A bone-tempering stage and a profound heaven stage. Damn brat, they're so weak yet they killed 6 profound heaven experts of 3 houses, and perfectly too. His reputation precedes him. The kid must have an even more valuable body cultivation method than Imperial Tyrant body art. Not good. Go. He's speeding up again. This kid is a freak through and through. Interesting. Speed up again. The old guy is almost on top of us. What, so fast? How can it be this old demon? You know him. How can you not know him? There's no one in our generation who doesn't know this old demon. Everyone fears him. Who is he? The Mad Dipper, Li Jingtian. Ha. Don't run away. I recognize you. Aren't you that Yen Song kid? You've changed a lot. And is that little imp next to you Zhua Fan? You better halt, there's something I want to discuss with you. I've never seen the vicious Pill King be frightened like this. Even if the other party is strong, with how arrogant he usually is, he will stand up to them. This guy is definitely not a good person. If we get caught, our fate will be miserable. Only a fool will stop now. Learn when to quit. The old man's intents are already enough to threaten the soul. Just now, if it were not for the azure flame, wouldn't I have been hit and captured by him? This kid. He can use Radiant Stage's abilities in the bone tempering stage. When he grows up, could it be? Maybe he will be more terrifying than the little monster 300 years ago. I cannot let such a monster stay. Quickly go. But before killing him, it is necessary to make this old man's wish come true first. Ha ha ha. Let's see you run now. So fast. Damn it. Why did I bump into a Radiant Stage? This feeling of being in the hands of someone else is not comfortable. This man is in the Radiant Stage, and has a discerning field around him. I cannot let Blood Infant on him. Ha 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 ha. You little prick. I don't know what pill you took that makes you become so young and handsome, but no matter how fast you run, you can never escape me. Seniorly, how can I compare to you? When you became widely known throughout Tianyu, I was but a lowly second-grade alchemist. Don't you care how people will see you if you kill me? But you looked more like a mouse to me. Where's your zeal, your backbone? Elderly, don't joke, I would never dare act pompous before you. Seniorly, in the end, you are Regent Estate's guest venerable. This is obviously a misunderstanding between the houses. Why not? Houses. You mean Regent Estate and Pale King Hall, or Regent Estate and Juefan's clan? Don't think I don't know. I saw your fight earlier. You turned your back on Pale King Hall and threw your lot with Juefan. I am vicious Pale King, not an opportunist like Lin Zitian who swung both ways. Since I can't go back to Pale King Hall, betraying Juefan is impossible. That would make me immoral. Yes, I left Pale King Hall. I will follow Steward Zhua to the Luo clan. Now if you want to kill me, go ahead. I'm not ashamed to say that I like his spirit. He is indeed a devout alchemist foremost and a loyalist second. Ha ha ha, good. Yen Song, you live up to your rumors. Today I will let you go, but this kid. You want to kill me. I mean, you are Regent Estate's venerable. And I killed your second young master and you want vindication. But I just heard that you are just their guest venerable, you have no relation with Regent Estate. So what? Then let's make a deal, you come to me. What Regent Estate offers you, I, Juefan, can not only meet their offer, but double it. What? Elderly, just ask for what you want, our steward Zhua has always been a man of his word. It is rumored that this Juefan is sinister and deceitful, naturally his words cannot be believed. When this Yen Song saw me before, he bolted like a mouse, but now he could raise his chest so confidently. Maybe he really has a strong background behind him. Juefan's words must be true, otherwise he would not show such a reaction. Humph, you little pup. You think too highly of yourself. If you think you can buy me over, you have another thing coming. Do you have any idea how I met Regent Estate, how I became their venerable? And what they gave me? Is Mad Dipper unbuyable? I didn't know who you were before, but now I'm perfectly clear. You wouldn't be flouncing around if you were such a Regent Estate diehard. You'd be ending us with impunity and taking our corpses back. Ain't it obvious you're bitching to ask for a bigger pay? I've played this game myself a million times. My knowledge is shallow. Having not heard of Elder Li's glorious pursuits, I ask that you enlighten me. Ha ha ha. I knew you were wet behind your ears. That's why you spouted those egotistical words about buying me. After all, I haven't gone out much for a long time, so I can't blame you. However, if I were to retell old stories of myself, all you'd be hearing is bragging. Yen Song, you tell him. Steward elderly is a man that shook the empire. You'd be hard-pressed to find another grand figure such as him in the whole of Tianyu Empire. Elderly started as a rogue cultivator, no match to any of the Seven Houses experts. However, his mind was staunch, his heart set on giving his all in training his arts. Since he had no cultivation method, he stole it from other clans. He began with a mortal ranked cultivation method, slowly working his way to a spirit ranked cultivation method, then a profound ranked cultivation method. The exploits of elderly are found in every history book. Oh, so, Elder Yen means. Elderly is a thief. I never said such a thing. Mind your words. Ha ha ha, that is an old story, a part unworthy of attention. Without a cultivation method, your only choice was to steal if you didn't want to stay weak all your life. I truly admire your courage. Ha ha ha. Your reputation doesn't do you justice, Demon Archon, Zhua fan. You aren't like those so-called experts, but a man of true talent. Yes, in my younger days, I had to go steal renowned skills and cultivation methods from clans to become what I am now. Which clan has a good cultivation method, I will go straight to that. And the more I stole, the more enemies I gained. But I showed no fear. After cultivating, I became stronger than any of them and killed any who chased me down. I always fought them with the same skills I stole, promising to hand my head over if I ever lost. Isn't that the same as what I've been through in the 100-pill meeting? Both of us are famous among our generation. Although we are not good people. Then, people started calling Elderly the Mad Dipper. It means to say how arrogant he was, yet so powerful none of them could do anything to him. So I robbed and cultivated my way to the profound heaven stage, unmatched by all, but at that point, I reached a choke point. Yeah, spirit-ranked cultivation methods are too slow in the profound heaven stage. It has to be exchanged in time. And the only ones with such cultivation methods are the imperial family and 7 houses, or the 4 pillars. Is this how you leaned on Regent Estate? Steward Zhua, you may not know. But Elderly didn't lean on Regent Estate, but fought his way in. Elderly heard of Regent Estate's imperial tyrant body art being the best of all the houses, so he wanted to take it. At that time, 5 elders had to work together, but even they, with their imperial tyrant body art, couldn't defeat Elder Li's spirit-ranked body cultivation method. Eventually, Regent Estate's Grand Elder Huangpu Fenglei had to intervene. Thus, he invited him into his house as a guest elder, now venerable. This was one of the rare events in the history of Regent Estate. This so-called invitation was after he became a sensation. Regent Estate is fraught with danger. No matter how tough you are, a profound heaven expert would soon be lying dead somewhere before he could make any kind of scene. It's obvious he used his own strength to recommend how fitting he was for Regent Estate. However, a body cultivator who has always been engrossed in his training yet still had the time to develop such cunningness is a rarity. This guy has brawn and brain. He is a good specimen. I want him more and more now. In other words, Elderly is a martial fanatic. Doing anything and everything in your pursuit of power. Life is too short. If you don't fight your way to rise above the masses, it's not worth living for. Now, I know what Elderly wants. Hold on, I don't want you to see me as. I have my own cultivation method. What I am unclear, however, is why Elderly, a Regent Estate's guest venerable, and knowing the imperial tyrant body art, would come after my cultivation method. What cultivation method? I am here to kill you. Tell the truth. If Elderly isn't honest, even if you killed me, you would never get what you want from me. He is no common kid. Few are those who can meet the gaze of a radiant stage expert. No wonder that surnamed Lang wanted me to personally deal with him. Not bad. I came here today to steal your cultivation method. Elderly, I have the cultivation method. But if you can't tell me honestly what you want, you won't get anything. Those guys from Regent Estate. I am Regent Estate's guest venerable, yet, they only imparted the Imperial Tyrant body art up to the 7th stage, omitting the last 2. Yet, those weaker than me get to practice it without worry. This is ridiculous. If I had trained to the 9th stage, I'd be invincible. Not even the Imperial family's divine dragons can compare. Just why? Why have they not given me the last stages? This guy really is a martial fanatic, godlike even. If Regent Estate let him cultivate the complete Imperial Tyrant body art, how could they control him? This man can be taken into the fold. Though, I need to teach him a little to get him to fall in line. I have been completely open with you. Now, it's your turn, tell me that body cultivation method of yours. Elderly, how do you know my cultivation method is better than Imperial Tyrant body art? Humph, after the stunt you pulled in Drifting Flowers City, anyone can tell that. Huangpu Qingyun just entered the 7th stage of Imperial Tyrant body art yet, could only take 1 bursting pill. And then there's you, taking 5 of them and killing him outright. Half of his body was blown away. Even a blind could see whose is better. Elderly, you are a renowned senior, most clear on the power the Imperial Tyrant body art holds. Think it through, just how many cultivation methods are there that can surpass it? Ha ha ha, elderly, as you know the full recount of what happened in Drifting Flowers edifice, then you must also know what my other title is. Eminent Alchemist Chuafan. You mean? I managed to display such power with my body because of my cultivation method, yes, but also thanks to the pills I personally refined. Just 1 was enough to boost my power 5 times. What? How is this possible? And the only way to obtain it is through arduous training, no exceptions. But if there was a pill that could do the same thing, where'd the body cultivator's advantage go? Does the world have such a miraculous pill? But this kid is the best proof. If he hadn't really taken such a pill, with his bone-tempering stage cultivation, how else could Chuafan stand up to Huangpu Qingyun? Kid, give me the pills or I'll waste you. I ate them all. How else could I have finished off Huangpu Qingyun? Then you better make some. Aren't you an alchemist? Out of ingredients. Then, I will stay with you until you get them. I need the blood of a red-tail ice fox, a 3rd-level beast. Let's go to Allbeast Mountain Range. Hold on. Why should we go that far? There's plenty of 3rd-level spiritual beasts in a nearby forest. They aren't as many in Allbeast Mountain Range, but they should be enough for you to refine pills. That's fine, let's go. A 3rd-level spiritual beast doesn't need all 3 of us. Let Yensong get it while we wait. Ha ha ha, I am an alchemist, I have to pay close attention to the details when picking any ingredient. How could I let Elder Yen go? Although I don't know what he's up to, rumors about his cunning and treachery float everywhere, so I'd better be careful. Kid, cut the act. I said he will go alone and that's final. He is also an alchemist and knows what spiritual beast to pick. He will naturally know the best way to pick. Elder Yen, here are the favorite worms of the red-tail ice fox. Bait it with this and catch it quickly. What is it? Let me see. This fox eats worms. Ha ha ha, the habits of every spiritual beast. Who else but us alchemists know the best? You are not an alchemist, naturally you don't understand. Yen Song, you have 1 day to bring a 3rd-level spiritual beast. If you come back late, we will not wait for you. This Li Jingtian is quite cautious, leaving no stone unturned. Humph, it seems because he was getting hounded in his younger days. So he has become so careful now. But despite all this caution, it only sends him deeper into my trap. Now we can refine the pill. Now you can begin. Now I will refine a body pill for Elder Yen to prove my words. No, refine 10. Such a good thing, the more the better. But you can only take it once in your life. Taking any more would be useless. If I say you make 10, then that's what you'll do. Unless you two don't want your heads on your shoulders. Those pills just came out of a yuan chi fire, why are they so cold? Elderly may not know. This is a 3rd-grade pill, freezing body pill, which is actually my clan's secret. Refined with a yin-yang flame, it is hot inside and cold on the surface. Once ingested, hot and cold will travel through the whole body, repeating hundreds of times and tempering it. Give me a taste. Give me the other 9. Kid, you eat this pill first. I told you, this pill only works once. Of course I know, but it won't matter if you take one more. If you don't eat it, then this pill must have a defect and I will kill you. Kid, pick one from these 9. Give it to me. Hold on. You eat it, Yen Song. Three hours later. How is it, elderly, happy? Yes, the body does feel much better. How come I don't feel that my body has become stronger? Well, it's not surprising, because it was not a body pill by any means. What did you say? Oh my, elderly. You are a veteran and a man with widened horizons. How come you bought into this fairy tale about body pills? Don't you know cultivators walk in defiance of the heavens? The greater the price, the bigger the reward. Relying on pills will only ruin you in the long run. You played me for a fool. Stop talking. Bloodworms are crushed by him. Ha ha ha. So what if I fooled you? Old thing, you think I'm as dumb as those morons you robbed? That you can just take my cultivation method. Wishful thinking. You. I'm the Mad Dipper Li Jingtian. Even in my early days, the 7 houses would show some respect. But I didn't expect when I grew old, I would be fooled by this young pup. A great shame, this is certainly a great shame. Even if I don't get the body refining technique, I must kill this little brat Juefan. Kid, your life ends here. Steward Jua, did it work? Aha. Of course. Elder Yen, you did well today. I will remember this. Great, ha ha ha. He. You finally got yours. Who told you to play around? Don't you know any ploy before Juefan is paid back many folds? What? What's going on? What's happening to me? What the hell did you do to me? He. Elderly, I'm sure you know by now. I mean, didn't a veteran cultivator like you ever hear the saying, don't take candy from a stranger? You mean that pill? Impossible. Even if a 3rd grade pill had poison, my yuan qi is more than enough to remove it. And didn't you take it too? Yes, we both did eat it. But sorry, this pill is not a problem. Not only does it have no poison, but it also strengthens the body. What is wreaking havoc in your body is this little buddy. Although I had known there was something odd about it, I never thought it could be so deadly and make me fall into a situation that is worse than death. This is my demonic creature, bloodworm. Once it enters your body, it will take control of your blood. I am linked with it, and a thought from me is enough to plunge you into a world of pain. It works just the same even on a radiant stage expert like you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Impossible. Just before you started, all the ingredients and the dead fox, I had checked carefully, and there was nothing wrong with any of them. The bloodworm was killed by me at the start. You're saying the worm didn't die when being refined? He. I know this as well. Otherwise, why would I propose the red-tailed ice fox? My bloodworm lives in frigid pools, and the ice fox's main property is its icy blood. So, I had Elder Yen feed it a bloodworm, but not to include it in the pill later. It was also it would lay its eggs. You might have killed the bloodworm, but the icy blood was filled with eggs. So that's it. Under a radiant stage expert's scrutiny, they'll notice any hint of life in seconds. But an egg isn't alive until it hatches. This made Li Jingtian's search useless. Steward Jua is a sage to cover all aspects. Not even the veteran Li Jingtian could match your perfect schemes. I am in awe. That's not right. Even so, how did you make the bloodworm grow so fast from a mere egg? You have the potency of the pill to thank for that. As I've said, I used both yin and yang fires in the refining. If I did not do so, the yang fire would have ruined the egg in the blood. So I used the yin fire to keep the eggs in the cold environment, refining them into pills. The rest is as you already understand, or more aptly put, felt on your own skin. The pill freely switches from yin to yang, sometimes the warmth of spring, and sometimes the chill of a winter blizzard. It imitates the 4 seasons. Though it may have been 3 hours, to the bloodworm, it was equivalent to decades. Not to mention, this pill speeds up your pulse, all to help the little bloodworm grow. The pill was no body pill, but one that facilitates the flow of blood and helps improve the cultivation effect. The spring pill. Never had I thought that one day I would fall into the hands of a twerp. If I was not so greedy at the beginning, things would never have gotten to this point. Ha ha ha. You must be thinking greed got you into this mess. No. Wrong. Humans are inherently greedy. Take away your desire, and would you still be human? Desire is fine, but you must never ever try to take any shortcuts. There's no such thing as a miracle pill to make you strong. And even if there is, the price you'd have to pay for it would be so much greater. I told you before, I have my own cultivation method. It is called Wraith Art, a mid-profound ranked demonic method of astonishing power. Train it to completion and it won't lack one bit to a top one. It is without a doubt stronger than even the Imperial Tyrant body art. At the same time, I will also give you 3 matching profound ranked martial arts. If you are willing to bend a knee and join me and the Luo clan, pick it up and become its elder. Or, you can just leave, return to Regent Estate as a guest venerable. I won't stop you. I first want to see if it is real and not. And if it is incomplete like what Regent Estate had passed to me. Damn. There's a sound profound ranked martial art in here. This doesn't exist anywhere in the Empire. What kind of a behemoth is this Luo clan? To have such a treasure. Your decision. I'm in. Who the hell wouldn't at this point? Ha 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 ha. Kid, I'd come over to your side much earlier if you had just shown me this cultivation method. What need was there for all that cloak and dagger spiel? Hee hee hee. If I had taken out this cultivation method, wouldn't you have killed me instead, to silence me, and take my head for a reward? Ha 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 ha. Zhua Fan is just as the rumors say, nothing escapes him. No wonder he can act so calmly after killing 6 experts. With such a talent, the clan must be of even more epic proportions. I didn't lose out following him. I have to bother you in the future, Steward Zhua. Welcome to the Luo clan. Elderly. You honor me, Pavilion Lord Long, with your arrival. Do forgive me for coming so late to welcome you. It is of no importance. How could I possibly demand Sir Lang come in person? You have given me a world of respect just by waiting for me. Ha ha ha. Pavilion Lord Long is courteous. It is only proper I do so, as the steward of Regent Estate. Pavilion Lord Long, enemies always seem to bump into each other. This is the second time we meet since our audience with the Emperor. Ha ha ha. Quite so. Life is fickle like that. However, after we parted from the Imperial capital, the Veiled Dragon Pavilion stayed the same. Yet, I find it that not to be the case for Hell Valley. Long Yifi, whether Hell Valley is still the same or not. You will know if you try. Humph, you think the likes of you scare me. These 2 people's strength is so profound, even forcing the 2 elders belonging to Regent Estate to retreat. Gentlemen. Please show leniency, Sir Lang. Just remember that we are in Regent Estate and you are our guests. You will make it difficult for me if you start fighting here. If you want to sort your differences, please take it elsewhere.